Hello everybody out there. It's been ages since I last spoke. Really, I've just been so busy, and possibly if you look around you might see evidence in the mess in my room, but that's what happens when I'm writing. I'm halfway through my next book and it's taking up a lot of my energy and every spare moment I can find. But I will be posting stuff on this book because it's really fascinating for me, because I'm researching and discovering stuff for myself. I don't speak out of knowledge, I speak out of research and interpretation of cleverer people than me into sort of stuff that people can understand. So I'm doing the Old Testament, the Bible in Hebrew Bible. I'm going to give people a real love of Hebrew and an understanding of why God chose Hebrew as the language through which to give his revelation to mankind. And there's a real reason for it, and I'm discovering more and more every day. So perhaps I'll give little snippets here and there. But the thing I really want to speak about is that we've started the booking lines for our new conference, Foundations 2. As of yet, I must say we had a flurry at the beginning of people who we knew, people who already came to the first one and sent their deposits quite quickly. But after that, we've had virtually nothing for the last 2 or 3 weeks. It's a little bit worrying, but it was worrying until yesterday. No, not a sudden surge of interest, but a lady in our church, lovely lady called Norma, after Monica and I had shared a little bit in the church as to what we're doing, she just felt that the Lord had given her scripture, and she went to the front and read it, and it's from Isaiah 58, and just a few verses, but the main verse was your people, or verse 12, your people will rebuild the ancient ruins and will raise up the age-old foundations. You will be called repairer of broken walls, restorer of streets with dwellings. As she said it, I thought, foundations, that's interesting, and then I realised that was our verse. That's the verse we have on all our communications about the Foundations Conference. She had given us that verse. She knew nothing about foundations. This wasn't something that she could have known, but the Lord had given her that, and that just tells me that, you know, people don't know it yet whether they're coming or not, but the Lord knows who's coming, and I know the right people will turn up. But if you are one of those, I just urge you, just for our peace of mind, give us some indication if you're coming, because we're tearing our hair out here. It's very hard to plan on the human sense. I know we should be super spiritual and say the Lord will look after it and everything will be okay at the last minute, as it was on Foundations 1 when most of our bookings came in the last 2 weeks, but that was especially sort of a real hurried sort of conference. But this one, we have so much planning to do, Monica and I, and to plan properly the programs for all the different groups that are coming. We really need to know numbers as soon as we can. At the moment we have 22, which is small. We want 100. Must be at least 20 or 30 of people that have said they're considering, are probably going to come, but will let us know. And you know, it's all very well, but earlier the better. So please, if you're considering, just really pray hard about it and send in your deposits. Go to gofoundations.com, gofoundations.com. Find out a bit more about what we're doing, and it really is exciting. I'll give you more of an update in days to come. Okay, well that's all for now. I've spoken far too long, and I've got work to do, and so have you. Bye.